allergic rhinitis or hay fever. It is the allergy produced by the various allergens that gets entry through the nasal cavity, oral cavity, or direct approach through the conjunctiva of the eye. There is production of irritation, inflammation, swelling, redness. That is the acute phase of inflammation, which leads to the overactivity and overproduction of the mucus in the nasal cavity, leading to the obstruction, congestion, and the watering of the eye and the mucus secretion through the nose. Actually, these allergens, they are harmless, but due to genetic error, that is familial predisposition, it is a type of genetic disease that over in certain or the allergic patients, the immune system mistakenly take these innocent articles or the objects as the harmful to the human body. So there is a chain of and series of the actions against these particles or the allergens which are getting entry in the body that leads to the production of antibodies that is called as immunoglobulin E. This is the antibody that attack these allergens to destroy them in the body and clear the body from these allergens. There are two types of allergic rhinitis: seasonal, which is produced by the pollens allergy, by the pollens of the flowers, tree, weeds, and grasses. It is a seasonal and it is termed as spring allergy or the hay fever. Second is the perennial that occurs throughout the year, and the allergic patients suffer at any time in the year by these allergens and the overactivity of the immune system that leads to a miserable condition because there is obstruction and suffocation and disturbance in the nasal pathway, especially the respiration is obstructed. Nasal obstruction, entry of the air is obstructed. There is also pharyngitis, that is irritation of the posterior part of the pharynx, that also produces, the itchiness, itching of the eyes, itching of the pharynx, and itching of the nose. So these are the various complaints produced by these allergen and the subsequent allergic reaction showed by the immune system of the body. The cells that takes part in this action is T cell, B cell, and especially the mast cells, because the antibody produced that stimulate the mast cells, and there is production of the histamine. This chemical is responsible for the production of hay fever or the allergic rhinitis, and the various symptoms they are produced which are very troublesome to the patient. There is rhinorrhea, watering of the eye, congestion of and injection of the eye, especially the conjunctivitis. There is watering of the eye. There are dark circles below the eyes. There is obstruction in the respiration or entry of the air through the nose. There is stuffiness of the nose, and also there is the congestion of the nasal mucosa. So these symptoms, they produces difficulty in respiration, and also there is overproduction of the mucus Then there is muscle pain, head pain, cough. There is, I mean, due to overproduction of the mucus, there is watery discharge from the nose, and also there is post nasal drip. That is the mucus that trickle or drop on the posterior part of the pharynx that produces cough. So it is a cough which is not produced due to the irritation or inflammation of the lung parenchyma, but it is from the irritation and the inflammation of the itchiness of the posterior part of the pharynx. So these symptoms, they are produced by the entry of the allergens, which are obviously harmless, but our immune system in certain patients who are allergic, suffering from allergy, they take it a harmful one and take immediate action against these allergen ones and producing the various symptoms which are very troublesome and which should not be produced, because these allergens, they are not injurious ones, and they are not, they are pathogens.